Speaking of being a parent, Thursday's Independent says Peppa Pig is back in the news because she believes love is love, Paula.
Exactly. I live with my mummy and my other mummy. That's not a statement from me, by the way. That's Peppa Pig introduces first female same-sex couple. Peppa Pig has introduced... the character is, I believe, Penny Polar Bear. And let's face it, right? Peppa Pig is a talking child pig. I don't think it's too much of a leap for us to accept that there can be two lesbian polar bears out there that can also talk. I may have even Googled for it in the past myself.
Interesting. Niche.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is just part and parcel. I don't think any of this seems unusual to me, to be honest. I mean, some of the things that we talk about do seem crazy, and we should be able to have debate. But there are lesbian parents out there.
Yeah.
So why can't we have lesbian polar bear parents?
This is a good way. Are you going to say something negative about it? I can see you.
No.
Don't want your lesbians to be polar bears.
I think this is a good way of doing it. Like, they say, like, there's two mummies. They're not saying, like, if this was on Netflix or something, if this was made by, you know, one of the real progressive activist people, they'd probably have Peppa Pig sex toys or something aimed at children. But it's not. This is just saying, look, you know, you can have families with two mummies.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was going to say, call me a reactionary crank, and you probably will, but, you know, when Disney... There's a line, because Disney went too far. They had that thing. They were desperately trying to impose their ideology on children. They had those leaked calls where one of them called herself a bi-romantic, asexual, maybe not even her. So it went far too far. So there is a line. But OK, fair enough, you've been positive about it. Let's crack on to quite a similar story. And Thursday's Telegraph. I haven't gone into this one in great detail, but I believe it's about gay dinosaurs, Leo.
Yeah, that's right. So that's the Pornhub niche everybody wants to watch. So the Gulf states have demanded that Netflix removes un-Islamic content, accusing Netflix of focusing excessively on homosexuals. This wasn't an email from Nick Dixon. This was genuinely from the States, from state TV in Saudi Arabia. So they also cited there's a Jurassic cartoon or something with two same-sex dinosaurs kissing, or maybe they're
not dinosaurs. They're just characters in the cartoon.
Oh, right, there they are.
Yeah,
well, if you're kissing like that, you're not going to see the T-Rex coming.
But Saudi state media claimed that Netflix was focusing excessively on homosexuals. Probably for them, any amount is excessive. And it said here that, you know, of course, it can be punished by flogging or death in that country. And will the cartoons be flogged? Is my question.
Well, they're having a crackdown on homosexuality in Saudi Arabia, which you know, so I thought they were already quite harsh, like quite hard line on homosexuality.
How further down can they crack?
I mean, you can get the death penalty for it. But they flogged a man in one of the most high-profile cases. A man was sentenced to 500 lashes for having a same-sex relationship. So now he's got a fetish as well. I don't think the authorities have thought this through properly. But yeah, Saudi Arabia, they've done a lot of meddling in content. Marvel superhero films. Doctor Strange was pulled from cinemas because there were LGBT references. The Toy Story franchise was banned over a same-sex kiss.
Are they receiving the same Netflix as we're receiving? So is the Netflix all over? Well, they can't. I mean, I fully appreciate that Eastern culture is very different to Western culture, and
Middle
Netflix...
Eastern.
Sorry, Middle Eastern. Yeah. Middle Eastern, sorry, I'm not talking about knowledge.
You're like the fact-checker tonight, Leo. Let Paul make his point.
Do it afterwards on Twitter under your pseudonym.
People tweet in.
But, Middle Eastern culture is different to Western culture, but we wouldn't impose... You know, we're not imposing anything. They shouldn't be, you know... Surely we should be able to have Netflix as it comes in the West, and they can have Netflix at whatever they want over there.
Yeah, you're right. It's a bit like TikTok, mate. There should be separate ones. But anyway...